Hi, I'm State Senator Joe Markley, endorsed Republican candidate for Lieutenant Governor. Over this last year, I've been very much on task with my campaign as it goes through its various phases. First concentrating on raising money, then wooing delegates, and most recently trying to get my message out statewide to Republicans. I haven't done a lot of what many of you know me best for doing, which is standing in front of a camera like this and just talking about what's going on. Most of the time when I've had that conversation, the topic has been my fight against Dan Malloy. I've resisted him at every turn. I voted against his tax increases, I raised the alarm on his busway boondoggle, and most recently, I've been spreading the word on his ridiculous $10 million toll study. You know, Malloy came to the legislature during this last session and asked for $5 million for a study of tolls in Connecticut. Even though we've done 3 major studies in the last 3 years, almost 1,000 pages of information on tolls. Even the Democratic-controlled General Assembly wouldn't go along with that request. But what did Malloy do? He went to the Bond Commission, which he essentially controls, and got them to borrow $10 million to do this study. I filed an injunction in Superior Court in Hartford on Tuesday because, although the money can be borrowed, I don't believe Governor Malloy has the right on his own authority by executive order to spend that money. That's the legislature's prerogative, and he admitted as much when he came to us and asked us to do it. I'm hoping that by the end of the month, I'm in the courtroom arguing pro se about the separation of powers and about the importance of preserving the right of the legislature as the voice of the people to say yes or no to spending issues, and to save us the $10 million that Dan Malloy would waste. If he borrows the money, it would be almost $14 million by the time we pay it back over 15 years. I'm also asking you to join me in my fight to save Connecticut. I'm in a primary election on Tuesday. I want to be part of a winning Republican team that will restore the state of Connecticut by applying the principles that unite us as a party. Real fiscal responsibility that spends no more than it takes in, personal liberty that respects our rights as citizens, and economic opportunity that again makes this state a place that people come to get ahead, where all of us can prosper. I'm Joe Markley, endorsed Republican candidate for Lieutenant Governor. If you share our principles, if you believe in the conviction that I have in them, I would like your support at the polls on Tuesday. I'm Joe Markley, and I approve this message.